What's up, guys? Welcome to Burglar with a W. Yeah. So this one is not part of the Dad Lore series. It's not part of the of anything really. It's just a thought I had, and I was like, "Yo, I should go record something because this every once in a while, right? I get basically a download. Like I'll hear something, and my brain will go, "Oh, that's a thing," and that's kind of what this is, right? So we're sitting inside working on a puzzle and we're listening to music, as you do, right? At least as we do. And there was a line in a song that was playing and it said, "Find someone who will die for you," right? As like a ultimate, like, this is the thing, this is love, this is what matters, right? And I get where that comes from, right? And I understand the idea behind it. And I also understand that the thought I'm about to expand on isn't original, right? I know I'm not the only one who's ever had this thought. But, right, where it comes from, right, is there's a verse in the Bible. This is where it originated from, right? As far as I know, anyways. I'm sure somebody's going to possibly at some point find my channel and say, "No, you're wrong," and whatever. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. I've been wrong before. But there's a verse, and I'm paraphrasing, right? It says, "No greater love has someone that they lay their life down for their friend," right? So basically what it's been interpreted as, and the basic interpretation of really what it is like, if I love you, I would die for you, right? But why? What does that do for you? Right? Now I get in terms, right? So like, hey, if it's going to be you or me, right? And I love you, I'd rather it be me. I get that, right? I get that aspect of it. But wouldn't it be more to find someone who would live for you? Right? That's still laying down your life, right? Because I'm sacrificing my wants. I'm sacrificing my desires for you. I'm sacrificing my my comfort, I guess, in a way, for somebody else. I'm laying down my life. I'm taking this idea, right, this life that I thought I was going to have, or that I think I should have, and I'm saying, no, this over here, this being you or somebody else, is more, right? It's worth more. Because dying for somebody takes commitment. Yes, that's the ultimate commitment. I'm going, you know what? This is it. I'm going to give the ultimate sacrifice. And that's special, right? I'm not taking away from that, right? There's large groups of people who have done that throughout history, who have been willing to put their lives on the line for other people, for strangers, for people they don't know, right? It's one of the things that our military does, right? It's one of the things that, regardless of how you think about it, it's one of the things that that law enforcement does, right? Or is willing to do, that fire departments are willing to do, right? That unfortunately in our current situation, the reality is that a lot of teachers are willing to do this as well. I know I'm one of them, right? Like if your students in my class and stuff hits the fan, it will be me before it's them. I promise you 100%, it'll be me before it's them. Okay? But it takes work to live for somebody. You know what I mean? Like for example, right? And I guess this kind of leads into dad lore a little bit, like as far as my story. Um, when I first met the girl who would become my wife, right? Um, I think I mentioned this in another video. Like at one point, like if you had asked me, what are you going to be doing in 5 years? I wouldn't have been able to even think that. Like 5 years, I'm going to be doing nothing in 5 years, right? Like, or even when my oldest son was born, same thing. Like there was no thought but the present for me at that time, right? Like there was now, and that was it. There was no future. But then, and I keep looking off, and I don't know what it looks like, but I do this, right? Because like anyway, sorry, that's the ADHD. But then I had somebody to live for. Like, would I die for my wife? 100%. Right? It will always be me before her if I have something to say about it. Same for my kids. It will always be me before them. But more importantly, I live for them. And I think, in my opinion anyways, I think that's more special. Specialer? I don't know. I don't teach English. I teach cooking. Okay? But, and what I mean by that is this, like, it's really easy to follow my wants, right? And even on small things, right? Little things that maybe don't seem to matter, but that really do matter in the long run, right? Like, I could house an entire package of double stuffed Oreos and a half a gallon of milk without even thinking about it. Like, my stomach would hurt, but I could do it. I've done it. It's not something to brag about, right? But you don't get this kind of physique by not being able to do that. But that's not living, right? That's not living for my kids. That's not going to help me be there to walk my daughter down the aisle. So I get up and I walk and I eat vegetables-ish more than I used to. But not just that, like I make better choices. You know, I put my seatbelt on. I don't see how fast my motorcycle can go, even though I really want to. But I make better choices because I want to live for those that I love, right? I don't know. Maybe you think different. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is just rehashing something that a whole bunch of other people have already said, but I think from this point on, I'm going to let my kids know, like, that's what I'm going to be. It's not going to be telling my daughter, hey, find a guy that'll die for you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Go find somebody that'll live for you. You know? And same for my boys. Like, if she won't live for you, it doesn't matter if she'll die for you. She needs to live for you. You know what I mean? Like, and live for her. Like, you should want to be a better person, and you should want to be around longer for the people that you love. That's all I'm saying. So, again, this was Burglar with a W, right? With some deep-ish thoughts. Love y'all. Have a great night.